on agenda items will be heard when the item is up for consideration. Madam Secretary, are there any public comments for non-agenda items online?
I have one hand for public comment, Lonna Coleman. I am going to see if it's for an agenda or non-agenda item.
Okay.
Lonna, you should be able to unmute your mic. Can you hear me?
I did, Risha. Can you hear me?
Yes. Is this on a non-agenda item?
Yes, essentially, yes.
Okay. So your 3 minutes will start now.
Thank you. I am Lonna Coleman, Mrs. John Coleman. This is a continuation of the statement I started this morning before closed session, doing this in 3-minute increments. In November 2021, we were told by 2 senior managers that there would not be any more discussions with the district and that we needed an attorney to file a claim. We couldn't talk to anyone, the Brown Act, period, end of story. We now know the ordinance says we should have been referred to the retirement board, but senior managers did not do this. Our trust that senior managers, who at that time were held in high esteem, would follow the rules was unjustified. We were denied due process. Also in November 2021, EBMUD inquired with CalPERS about reciprocity and learned that what EBMUD told us was not true. CalPERS documented this conversation in writing, and I've sent it to you. I hope the employee who negligently and unethically, perhaps illegally, hid this information is listening now. This information from CalPERS was not conveyed to us. Our case was filed in January 2022 in order to meet the 60-day statute of limitations. We have spent tens of thousands of dollars and endured untold hellish anguish at the hands of EBMUD and listened painfully to the district claim it didn't need to accept responsibility or accountability for these errors. These errors and many more that are related were sent in detail to Mr. McDonald, Lillian, and Chan just before Christmas 2022. 14 pages or so of details were submitted. In January 23, there was a closed session meeting held jointly with the retirement board, and I was so relieved because I thought the extensive list of errors would be shared with the board, would be disclosed to you. Yet the information was not shared. It was rather kept hidden by those named 3 senior leaders. By the way, this entire statement I'm making is unrelated to the court case because we did not sue over incompetence or mismanagement. We hadn't yet uncovered all these mistakes when we were told discussions were over and our only available recourse was court. The suit focused on promissory estoppel and not on negligence. Ironically, the negligence prevented us from knowing there was negligence. Directors, you have a responsibility to hold your employees accountable for incompetence and negligence. This warrants an investigation by an unbiased third party. Are you going to do the right thing and ask questions? Have a third party identify and investigate the errors? Or are you going to keep looking the other way, literally and figuratively? Everything stated here is true and documented, so help me God. Lastly, I note a 5.4% increase being granted in 11B of the consent calendar. With pending allegations of wrongdoing, how can you possibly vote in favor of this action? It's beyond my comprehension.